It is inconceivable that a settlement might be on the horizon. Do you think that's even possible in today's video? As you can see, these are photographs taken during the shoot that took place in New York City today, and they feature Stuart and Brad Garlinghouse. We will discuss that when you are interested. In spite of the fact that I might have pronounced his name incorrectly, I only want to refer to him as Stuart and then proceed to the courthouse in New York. Ed, as you may recall, this was actually scheduled in a court document that was presented on April 16th at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. In a courtroom, there will be one more pre-trial session that will take place. However, prior to the final pre-trial counsel, the parties themselves are required to meet in person for a minimum of 1 hour in order to establish an agreement regarding the resolution of this question. The 29th of March and the 16th of April are both in just over 2 weeks. Thus, it would appear that they will be meeting in person both of these dates. The question is, however, what type of settlement are they talking about? The question that is difficult to answer is whether or not there was any kind of lie that was provided in what I understand by lying, but only if you tell a lie. They were successful in accomplishing their objectives. But why do we continue to feel uneasy? Do any of you gentlemen remember watching this video? These statements were made public by CoinDesk on September 26, 2022, and they were made by Mr. Stuart, who is the general counsel for Ripple. Listen to it, if you please. He says, yes, we have publicly stated since day one that this case settles if the SEC clarifies that Ripple sales and distributions of XRP and XRP trading in the secondary market. This is in response to the question of whether or not a settlement is currently being considered when he is questioned about the possibility of a settlement. As long as they are willing to acknowledge that the litigation is resolved expeditiously and that there is no requirement to continue defending the case without such recognition, the market does not represent a security. We have been debating this topic for a very long time, and there is more to the story than meets the eye. Furthermore, we are not just fighting the case on behalf of Ripple, but we are also defending this case on behalf of the entire cryptocurrency sector. Why, then, did they not immediately settle the matter now that it has been determined that XRP is not secure? It is important to keep in mind that also at this time, the allegations that were made against Chris Larson and Garlinghouse were dismissed. Considering the XRP sales, which provide additional indication that something is taking place, and the evidence that was presented during today's meeting, this is indeed the case. Conversations which may be more acceptable to some of you than others. If you are curious about whether or if this is yet another one of those Sunshine Act meetings, the notice regarding the Sunshine Act can be found on the website of the Securities and Exchange Commission. It will transport us to the function that is scheduled for 2 o'clock. The day of April 4th is drawing near, and although they are discussing the settlement and the entire procedure, this is not part of it. This is a genuine example. Ripple Labs is the defendant in this lawsuit, which is being brought before the Securities and Exchange Commission. In addition, on March 25th, you will be able to access the updated information if you scroll down to page 2 of the document. It is important to remember the efforts that the instructor has put out. As you can see from the screenshots of X that the SC took and included in Exhibit 6, they are making a reference to this. Their last remedy, which is essentially a bag of balls and more balls for Judge Torres to look at, was submitted by them, and to add insult to injury, it is incredible how huge and exciting your balls happen to be. It's possible that they were just Judge Torres. Today, we are most likely going to witness this happening in the courts. I'm not sure whether anyone laughed, but in this particular instance, we haven't. It's getting more and more crazy, but XRP is not a security in and of itself. Additionally, with regard to this particular one, the day of the settlement conference that is being entered now that we have reached the conclusion is today, the 29th of March for this particular one. It would be greatly appreciated if you could share your thoughts with me in the comments box below, ladies and gentlemen. What happens over the next few months is something that I can't wait to find out at this point. When and where will adoption get back on track? By the end of the year, the size of this entire cryptocurrency ecosystem will have increased by a factor of 2 in comparison to where it is at the moment. Regardless of the present market capitalization, I can guarantee that it will double by the end of 2024 and continue to expand at an astounding rate through 2025 and beyond. This is something that I can guarantee. This will be a monumental and historic event. The amount of capital that is being brought into the market by retail and institutional investors is unimaginable. Let me tell you, people, everything is going to take place, and I can't wait to find out where this journey takes us. This is going to take us into the billions in the years to come, and all of us are going to be here to experience it. In the next 5 to 10 years, I can't wait to see the newcomers who will be posting in the comment box below. In light of the fact that we have already mentioned that we will be back with yet another video, I am curious to hear their response.